So, I've decided to do a video on GTA. In this video, I'm going to go over my personal views on what I would like to see from GTA 6, and I'm going to chime in on GTA 4 versus the whole GTA 5 debate. I've been playing this series ever since the first release on PS1. Here's me manhandling my copy. It's probably seen better days anyway. If you like to skip any part of the video, use the chapters below to choose what you would like to hear. Smash like and subscribe if you enjoy listening to my words. I've always had a love for the brutal and humorous flavour we come to expect from Rockstar, from the old school cheat codes, exaggerated story missions to outright bizarre quirks they like to add. GTA has always had a monopoly on great open worlds, living, breathing universes, and the ability to be somewhat of a terrorist on many levels. They were the first developers to really nail this. In recent years, with the constant re-releases of GTA 5 in every format under the sun, we've seen GTA 5 release over 3 generations of consoles, and has even been released on 4 different occasions. These numbers can only be matched with the biggest cash cow in gaming, Skyrim.
Hey, you're finally awake.
It's become a meme at this point. We don't need any more enhanced editions. There are only so many hair follicles I need to see on Trevor's shiny head. Here are my personal views on GTA 5. When GTA 5 initially released on Xbox 360 and PS3, GTA 5 was choppy, to say the least. Trying to get on the server online was harder than selling ice to an Eskimo. You'd have to wait a literal 10 minutes to get onto a server with your friends, only to be kicked out due to a server failure. It must have been one of the worst releases of any game next to Diablo 3 in that respect.
Nobody's fucking playing Diablo 3!
After a solid week of constant problems, they managed to level out these issues to a playable degree. From then on, fun was had on all sides for many moons. GTA 5 nowadays has become a toxic mess in my opinion on console. I mean, the player base has always been known for its toxicity because, well, it's GTA. But that's not what I'm getting at. With the constant updates of insane vehicles and items that you can own, it has made it hard to just jump into a lobby and have fun. Before you know it, you've got 3 9-year-olds on the oppressors, blowing you up every 5 seconds. Sometimes the free roam lobbies are unplayable, unless you roll around in the armoured vehicles you can now buy. I must admit, the amount of free content still supplied to this day is quite impressive, but a lot of it is just reskin stuff that ultimately does nothing more than just gets you spending in-game currency. When they add full heists and little extra stories, that is where it can shine to its former glory. The only fun I tend to get out of GTA Online is when I'm playing with a couple of pals and attempting a cheeky heist or mission every now and again. I believe GTA has had better titles in the series, but I'm just talking out frustration due to the time period we've been left to enjoy GTA 5. The age-old debate that has only just seemed to arise recently. People are realising that GTA 4, having significantly less to do as an overall, it certainly had a lot going for it that GTA 5 just simply lacks. First of all, I think the majority would agree that the physics in GTA 4 are vastly superior to the clunky, stiff physics we currently have in GTA 5. Who remembers the countless hours you spent on the swing glitch? I can't even tell you how fun that was, being slingshotted into Central Park because of a deadly child's playground. The story is a controversial one. I do believe both stories are fantastic in their own way. GTA 4 really nails the down-to-earth, depressing life of a foreigner in a new city trying to escape his troubled past that ultimately catches up with him. On the other hand, GTA goes for a light-hearted approach a lot of the time. Almost to a cartoony effect, it very rarely takes itself seriously, which does tend to work with the overall feel of the game. I've always been more of a story-based gamer, so I can be a bit biased on multiplayer versus story, but that's not what this video is about anyway. The whole 3 protagonists is genuinely a good idea and does work for this kind of game, but I am a sucker for a truly immersive single-player experience, and what GTA 4 does brilliantly is it puts you right in the shoes of Niko Bellic and transports you to his world. In respect to GTA 5, I feel like you are constantly being pulled out of the experience of a single character and thrown into another that lives a completely different life. It's a great concept, but you find it hard to stick onto the character you're playing due to never being able to fully connect. The multiplayer of GTA 4 was mostly pretty empty, but for some reason I think my friends and I found it more enjoyable as it forced you to make your own fun. You would play a rough version of Cops and Robbers, explore Easter eggs of Liberty City like the heart of the statue, mess around with the physics engine, and if all else fails, YouTube what to do in GTA 4. But mostly, we just made our own entertainment. Yes, you did have actual game modes embedded into the multiplayer system, but who actually played those? GTA 5, or also known as GTA Online, totally flipped the multiplayer aspect of GTA on its head. Rockstar went for almost an MMO type style, with completing missions with your friends, heists which were added much after the initial release, and various minigames like golf or tennis to the free roam element. The problem with missions, well, once you had been through a lot of them, they do become fairly repetitive, and after a while you figure out which ones give you the largest payouts and just grind through that mission for the next 20 times until they brought out the fix that lowers the amount you receive. GTA Online at the start was pretty broken, but that can be forgiven. What I struggle more with is the state of the game now. GTA 5 has lost its charm. Maybe this just comes with age and can affect any game. It's hard to enjoy a game for more than 8 years. I mean, it's not impossible to create a timeless game that many can enjoy for thousands of hours and years of fun. Take Minecraft for example. It's hard to hate Minecraft because you can make it anything you want. The same can be said for GTA Online, but I think the game pushes you to play the game in a certain way. You don't have to make money, but life on the game is a hell of a lot easier and sometimes more enjoyable when you do have a spare 50 million. It feels like GTA 5 took some of the worst parts of MMOs, like the insufferable grinding elements, and doubled down on them. When I first started the game, I was over the moon to buy my first apartment on Alta Street. When I actually got to explore my new beloved home, you soon realise that it's just a car storage and the interior is just as empty shell that millions of other players also have. It is pretty pointless. I think in GTA 4, stripping back those parts that GTA Online has, like the need for money, houses and separate co-op jobs, it made the experience more wholesome and meaningful, providing more of a space for you and your friends to just chill out in this metaverse of destruction and engage in casual chat like you would down the pub. Very rarely you would have a goal in this game, and that was fine. It was more of a social place rather than a sweaty, money-driven game. Overall, I do believe my personal experiences would urge me to sway to enjoying GTA 4 more than I have GTA Online. Perhaps controversial, but it is truthful. Let me know why I'm wrong in the comments. What I would like to see from GTA 6 is first and foremost innovation. Now, there is no doubt we will see some kind of innovation in this title, but what I am most worried about is Rockstar releasing a lackluster game with no real changes to their current model. The focus on multiplayer and to riddle it with shark cards to get the kids spending money. The multiplayer should be driven by fun, not in-game currency, monetary gain by the player or Rockstar. I would like to see a more fleshed out story world. What we got from Red Dead 2 was incredible. Something along the same lines in whatever timeline they choose would be fantastic. In GTA 5, they didn't really nail that part in my opinion. It's not always about size, it's about density. Feeling like you have been thrown into a world and the world moves with or without you, that is the best kind of gaming universe. Possibly a different and interesting timeline. This section of the video is not about rumours, but the idea of an updated version of Vice City or the 80s era sounds very exciting. I have some great memories of Vice City when it was first released, and I think the devs could do some great things with this time period. It would give them the opportunity to strip back things slightly, but not enough to feel we are missing out. A physics system more like GTA 4. I've spoken about this already, but I just really love it. I wasn't a fan of the whole control your car in the air and non-realistic variables we have in 5. Something like BeamNG system would be nuts, but it's not likely to happen. If you haven't seen BeamNG, this is what the destruction looks like. I wouldn't be fully opposed to the whole multiple protagonist thing, but I think I would prefer to just get a single person's perspective on this edition. The ability to focus on one true story did wonders for Red Dead 2, and I think the same would be perfect for GTA 6 too. Just don't copy the multiplayer. A good, diverse map. This goes without saying. I don't see anything inherently wrong with Los Santos, it is a good map. We definitely need something different other than Los Santos and Liberty City. It would be nice to see something completely different this time around. This is a wild one, but if you couldn't tell, I'm English. It would be nice to see GTA 6 placed outside of the US. I would consider anywhere really, but it would be a total turnaround to the usual format, not including GTA London 1969. On second thoughts, anywhere but Russia will be fine. Even if there was ability to visit other places in the world would be incredible, but obviously that is just a pipe dream and unlikely to be included. But you never know, GTA 7 could be just around the corner in 2040. After Rockstar directly announced the announcement back in February 2022 via a community update. Now this is not to say this is when this game started to be developed, obviously. It was probably started after the release of GTA 5 in 2013. There has been a lot of rumours, but nothing has been officially confirmed as of yet, so take all of what is to follow with a pinch of salt, like a really big pinch of salt. Let's start with the release date. The most probable release date is between 2023 to 2024. Yes, it is a bit vague, but this is based on a marketing spends on Take-Two's financial plans, which were released in 2020. If this was the case, I believe we will start to hear about GTA 6 officially in Q2 of 2023. So hold on to that. It's a while away. I'm sure another year or two won't hurt, right? The main rumour for the map coming in GTA 6 is that it will be set in the Americas, meaning some locations like Rio de Janeiro, the Everglades and Colombia. This was supported by a few map leaks and supported by the apparent code name of the project, Americas, supposedly being used to describe GTA 6. The rumour of it being something to do with Vice City is fairly well known. From what I can see, this kind of stems from a Rockstar employee who captioned an Instagram photo who said it would be cold. You can read as far as you want into this, but this is far from concrete. A leaker, Tom Henderson, who appears to be somewhat reliable, claims that GTA 6 will not be set in the 80s or 90s due to limitations that would be put on the devs in terms of future DLC and creative freedom. This actually makes sense, but it is quite annoying if this is the case, because I think it would be quite a feat to make it vastly different to GTA 5 anyway. The idea of another GTA in London was shot down back in 2013, which makes me personally sad, but staying in America does match the universe Rockstar has made for the series. In the GTA trilogy, which saw a great release, there was a bundle of photos found in an unidentified house as a little Easter egg. Some people are alluding that this could be the first screenshots of GTA 6, but obviously there is no real substance to back this up. They are all of the famous UFOs scattered around the history of GTA. If this is true, GTA 6 looks alright from a tiny photo in a remastered game. There is another leak by Tom Henderson, suggesting that the game will have multiple playable characters, with one of them possibly being a woman who is the clever one of the pack, focusing on tech and hacking. I mean, why not? The inclusion of crypto rewards. Yes, it's a very strange one, but it's out there. I don't really have a comment on this rumour, although I'll be very surprised if this is included. The most worrying of rumours is that the game may not be as edgy or funny. I really hope this is not true. Humour has always been a staple of the series and can be seen in every title. There is nothing the writers do better than writing good, relevant, funny characters that mimic and make fun of the ridiculous nature of our real world. If PC culture has affected GTA, we really are all doomed. There is an endless pool of these rumours. Some are out there, some may be closer to the truth than we know. What we do know is that Rockstar has not released any confirmed info on this game, so let's just wait and see and don't feed into this practice of spreading false rumours. I'm excited to get my hands on GTA 6. Who isn't? But I feel like we've waited for so long that it's going to have to be a truly amazing game to blow all the negativity away. One thing is for certain, they will make a load of money with the release of GTA 6 and it will be successful. I just hope it ends up being the game we all want and not a pandering mess of a game that is scared to say boo to a goose and that has been inflicted by the PC brigade. As much as they need to evolve with the times, they must stick to their roots, the roots that made them a success in the first place. I have played GTA since the first game and I will continue to buy and enjoy them forever probably. These games have provided us all with great memories, epic moments and unforgettable characters. Rockstar, change, but not too much that you're unrecognisable. Thanks for watching, bye bye.